You're going to want to get ready for this episode. It goes in places you can't even imagine because Mrs. P opened up so many tabs that the board came back, the wall fell down, and every celebrity scandal of the last 6 years became incredibly important and bleak. Today on
Too Many Tabs. Remember to smile.
Welcome to Too Many Tabs, a podcast where a husband and wife duo sit next to each other at a table. So what are we talking about this week, Mrs.
We're
P?
talking about gossip.
Gossip?
Yes, I want to talk about the gossip to alt-right pipeline.
Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot in the past of like the crunchy mom to alt-right pipeline, right? We've talked a lot in the past of like the MMA dude bro alpha male podcast.
Yep.
We've talked a lot about how video games and Gamergate and the YouTube algorithm itself was an alt-right pipeline. But you're saying that there's a pipeline for gossip?
Yes, and I think that not enough people talk about it, which is why I started deep diving into it.
So we're going to gossip about how gossip turns you into a white supremacist, basically?
Yes, no, not all gossip.
Okay, not all gossip.
Not all gossip.
Hashtag not all gossip.
Oh no, I don't want to hashtag this early in the episode.
Well, we're going to. Okay. We already have.
So listen, the idea, this is where this started.
Okay.
Candace Owens.
Okay.
Okay, no.
Lock in.
Hear me out. When people think about Candace Owens,
Yes.
they think about her as like a political commentator, right? She's like, was on the Ben Shapiro network. She talked about the politics, all this. But at her core, she's a gossip girly. She talks about Blake Lively. She talks about all the different things that are going on in pop culture. And that's how she gets a lot of her listeners and followers. She talks about pop culture. There's shorts all over social media on the different platforms. And then people, log in to listen to her. And then as she starts talking and she leans away from just pop culture gossip, suddenly she's talking about the president of France's wife and her gender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She leads people to the alt-right pipeline through gossip. And here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't think gossip is bad. I think gossip has a bad rap.
It does.
I think that gossip historically is storytelling by and to women, right? And so therefore it is hated. It is, people talk about how it's bad to gossip and it's a bad thing. But like when men are telling stories, number one, they call it storytelling. When men tell stories, you're Dan Patterson filling up a library. Men tell stories about a football game over the radio and they're just announcers. So it's like when women are telling stories to each other about lived experiences and things that are happening in the world.
Interpersonal relationships.
And interpersonal relationships. It's gossip and it's bad and it's shameful and it's potentially a sin. But when men gossip with each other, it's, they're just telling lore.
Yeah, it's lore, it's myth, it's it can even just be called the news.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, and a big part of that is also based on those relationships because it's a communication thing about how men care about intrapersonal relationships versus women care about interpersonal relationships and like the difference in the play and all those different things.
Exactly.
Yeah. And real quick, one thing about Candace Owens in particular, there's a famous video of Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk drawing a chart on a whiteboard for Kanye West.
Oh, no.
And they're explaining to Kanye that politics is downstream of culture.
Culture will always be upstream from politics. Whoever can control culture can control politics.
That's the reason why you'll see so many failed cultural icons, Nicki Minaj, suddenly pretend and jump into some of these right-wing movements.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to take their cultural clout and turn it political.
Yeah.
And that's what the politicians and especially these right-wing figures really want to do.
Yeah.
And this is what Candace Owens has been super good about.
Yeah. But then Nicki Minaj has that bad wig now. See what happens?
You explained hard wigs to me, and now I can't not see them.
Okay.
I can't not see.
See, I am a gossip influencer.
No, you are. You're
let
right.
me tell you about these hard wigs.
She showed up hand in hand with that dementia dictator, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing I said, that's a hard wig. Oh my God, that's a lot of tape. Oh, no one likes her anymore.
No.
She's broke.
Broke.
That's Nicki Minaj, but this isn't about Nicki Minaj.
No, this isn't. It's about a gossip influencer.
Okay.
So I found this gossip influencer.
Not Candace Owens?
No, but Candace Owens does show up.
Okay, got it.
Don't
Okay.
worry, we're not going to talk about Candace Owens.
Listen, I'm putting her in the thumbnail. Candace Owens is going in the thumbnail at the minimum.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right?
For sure. We're using her for CEO.
If Tim Pool can
SEO.
put SEO. If Tim Pool can put Candace Owens in the thumbnail, I can put Candace Owens in the thumbnail.
sure.
Because Tim Pool is the boot.
The
You know
bald
what
guy?
Yeah, he claims he's the boot now.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever, dude. I had like a cheapy boot from Kohl's. What are you talking
Here,
about?
we'll run the clip real fast.
Okay.
When these people come out and go, Tim's a bootlicker for defending us, I'm like, no, you misunderstand. It's my boots. It's mine. I voted for them. I'm wearing the boot. I'm stomping on the ground.
He's not even the boot. He's not even the boot. He is the promo code for the boot. I just want to point that out. Tim, you are not a big man, okay? This is about gossip, by the way.
Yeah.
Goes back to your topic.
Okay.
I'm already taking us on a wrong spin.
Hey, okay. So I found this lady who's a gossip influencer.
Okay.
And I found her online, and then I said, oh my God, what am I looking at here? What is this? And then I, of course, went back to her history and tried to find out all the things I could.
Got it.
And of course, I found like a whole Reddit page about her, and I found hours and hours of content of people picking her apart and being like, yo, this is crazy. Look at all these things this lady does.
Okay.
And then I did it. And then I got lost in the sauce in the tabs.
Oh no, you got stuck in your own little tabby lolcow.
Yeah. And so I want to go through this lady because she pipelined herself first and foremost, I think.
Really?
I think she pipelined herself and then she brought her followers along.
Got it. So
And now she flies on planes with RFK Jr.
No.
Yeah.
She flies with the river and the canyon for the harvest.
Oh. Okay, so listen.
Yeah.
Her handle on the internet is House in Habbit.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, House in Habbit. Her real name is Jessica Reed Kraus, but her name online
They're
is
both
House.
terrible.
Yeah, they're not great names.
House and Habit.
Yeah.
I-N?
Yeah, like she's in.
Okay.
in
I
Habbit.
keep thinking House and Habit.
No, that would make more sense.
It would make more sense. But I guess she like inhabits the house.
She inhabits the house because she started out as like a lifestyle guru.
Okay.
Right? So she's doing like home decor, stuff like that. She's also very like Northern California lifestyle mommy blogger. A lot of open concept wood.
Is this structured hats and sunflowers?
It's less that, it's more Gwyneth Paltrow goopy.
Okay,
You know what
got
I
it.
mean?
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So in 2014, I'm gonna just call her Jess, not House and Habit, because that is a tongue twister.
What was her full name again?
Jessica Reed Kraus.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you use all three names, I don't care. You're a
Yeah.
dick. Just immediately. There's never been somebody where like, and their full name is. You're like,
Yeah.
no.
Somebody's gonna comment below. Somebody who like we all.
Oh,
love.
but not you.
Yeah.
Okay? Leave Philip Seymour Hoffman out of this.
See.
All right?
See?
Well, he's
Okay.
dead, so he
well,
can't say anything.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So Jess launched her first blog, which was called The Ma Books. I don't know. She described.
Does she want to be a mommy blogger?
Yes.
Okay.
Big time. It was an online haven for women with brains and a budget.
Okay.
And she said she created it out of disgust for an overly curated mommy blog. She said, they want you to all believe that they're more fashionable and cooler than you. And like literally this is what her content is. She's like, I'm not like the other ones. And then she's doing exactly the same thing.
I'm built different.
Yeah.
I'm built different. And she points to a long line of people that look exactly like her.
No, but exactly.
That's fucking crazy.
So then in like 2016, Ma Books website posted a Hillary Clinton endorsement. Okay.
So in 2016, she was hashtag I'm with her.
I'm with her.
Okay.
To the point where she created her own hashtag for her readers to allow them to flaunt their stylish outfits that they wore to the polls.
Shut up.
Yeah. So it was like, post your outfit you're wearing to vote Vote Hillary, and then use her hashtag so we can all look at our cute little voting outfits.
Wait, and you know it was pantsuits. You know it was pantsuits.
pearls
You
and
know it was
pantsuits.
every single layer of pantsuit possible.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
She was posting her progressive values, and she announced like openly that she was a registered Democrat.
Okay.
This will come into play.
This will come into play. And this
Yeah.
is 2016.
2016, yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah. So, hear me out. She starts to get a little weary of the wokes, if you will.
Okay.
Pretty early in the game, 2018.
2018. So she's 2 years into Trump being president.
Yeah.
And she's like,
These wokes are real annoying.
they're ruining my nap.
Here's where it really set it off.
Okay.
The Supreme Court confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh.
What?
Yeah, because she was watching the Supreme Court, the confirmation hearings about him.
Okay.
In which Christine Blasey Ford accused him of sexually assaulting her. And Jess wrote that on like her blog that she had tried to speak to one of her close friends about her discomfort with the whole believe all women thing. because she had known girls in high school who had lied about assaults. And Jess said, as the mother of 4 boys, she's worried about them being falsely accused. And why can't it just be listen to all women?
What?
Yeah, she's like, we don't need to believe them. Let's just listen to them.
But you have...
Okay.
Okay.
And then she says,
Okay.
she said in her blog that her friend responded poorly, in quotes.
Yeah.
And eventually stopped calling her altogether.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see what it is. Okay. Got it.
But it's the wokes. They're the problem.
It was the wokes was the problem.
And then here's what happened.
Brett Kavanaugh became a Supreme Court justice and then voted to remove abortion as a right from America. That's what happened.
Well, no, she didn't care about that. There was a pandemic in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
And she was told that she couldn't do things.
It's called a plandemic,
No,
first thing.
okay, stop being pipelined. Okay.
I can't help it.
Words matter.
All right. But no, okay. So 2018, she's like, maybe not all women. And then 2020, she was like, I can't go to Applebee's.
No, but literally, she was like, her whole thing is that she started getting mad at the Democrats because the Democrats were saying that people should listen to medical expertise.
Okay.
And she's like, this is basically martial law. Specifically, she described it as martial law when she couldn't take her sons to the skate park.
Okay. So here's one thing I will say.
Yeah.
And this is one thing. There was a thing at the very beginning of the lockdowns.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the beginning or end of the pandemic because COVID's still out there and we have spikes and all this other different shit. But there were so many things we didn't know.
Yeah.
I would say from mid-March through probably it was like almost like the entire summer.
Yeah.
Where I remember us walking to a park just to go walk outside and everyone was trying to keep their distance and walking past a swing set that was taped off with police tape.
Yeah.
We didn't quite understand how the COVID was transmitted through the air and when it was really areas that didn't have good ventilation, all this different stuff. And the thing is we were in a weird time where we had to actually test things.
Yeah.
And there was an entire population of people who were okay with that because of initial marketing.
Yeah.
The initial marketing, and people keep forgetting, we need 2 weeks to lower the curve was what they were saying. But like even that marketing was wrong. Everyone knew, like most people understood that this was going to be a much longer thing. But people like Jess who are stupid and have the whole Dunning-Kruger thing where they believe they know more than they actually do.
Yeah.
And if you push back at it at all, they get even madder about it.
Yeah.
They just went crazy with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say this. She has 4 sons and she's trapped in her big, giant Northern California house.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, okay.
Well, we just spent 3 days trapped inside during a snowstorm with a toddler.
After being a week trapped inside before that.
With colds and everything.
Yeah.
And I would say that if somebody had showed up at the end of that and be like, all right, and we're going to go outside, buddy. We're going to go to the park. And they're like, the park's closed. I would have been like, give me my liberties. What do you mean?
Yeah, so she's going crazy.
She's going crazy.
But in 2020, she tells all of her followers on the internet that she's voting for Trump because the Dems are being overbearing.
Okay, even though Trump was the president.
Yeah.
Who was the one whose White House was pushing a lot of these policies.
He didn't want to, though.
He didn't want to,
He didn't like it.
Okay, he was being forced to.
He was being forced.
Now, here's the one thing I will say, and to keep in mind, she's living in California, and California is a Democratic state.
Yeah.
Which had Gavin Newsom as the governor.
Yep.
And then also just probably her local, everything that's happening there. So she's looking and she's seeing Democrats in California.
Yeah. She's
while
dealing
the rest
with
of the
Democrats.
country. Yeah, she's going to blame Democrats for everything. But the rest of the country is literally staring at the president, letting PPE rot as his son-in-law is selling it like it's beachfront property in Gaza.
I forgot that he was sold all that stuff.
Yeah, Jared Kushner sold a lot of the personal protective equipment that we needed for our hospitals.
Wow.
And then also himself was speaking out against many of the lockdown things and policies that we should have at the time, which again led to even more further influx. Like Donald Trump is personally responsible for the death of over 1 million Americans, and we've never actually physically processed with that.
There's no time to process it because he's still murdering Americans.
Yeah, well...
Anyway, this isn't about that. This is about celebrity gossip.
God, that's right. We're talking about House and Habbit.
Okay. So Jess, I'm going to call her Jess.
Jess.
She starts getting into celebrity gossip. And who hasn't been there?
Okay.
I too love celebrity gossip.
Because she's locked in the house.
She's locked in the house,
crazy.
and I guess she's not into sourdough or bread making or anything.
Yep.
Or playing, what was the Animal Farm, right? She's not playing Animal Farm. She gets into celebrity gossip.
Animal Crossing. Animal Farm is a
it's
book
the
about
book.
fascism.
Right.
Same thing, honestly.
Same, honestly. You know what? Fine.
Mrs. P is playing Animal
I'm
Farm.
I'm using the game to play Animal Farm.
Yeah.
With the neighbors. It's dark.
It's a dark
It's
game.
dark. You think
Jesus.
your Sims dying in a pool alone is dark? Why don't you come to my Animal Crossing game when we're playing Animal Farm?
I will say the one thing, Mrs. P used Animal Crossing as her simulator for a working world.
Yeah.
That's how she used it during the pandemic.
For sure.
The only video game I ever saw her lock in.
Yeah.
And her biggest complaint was, I'm never going to fill this museum. You were just constantly, you're like, this fucking aquarium.
Yeah.
What do you mean I have to wait till spring to be able to find a trout?
Also, I was screaming at the what's his name the whole time because he's just basically a landlord.
Oh,
The squirrel, raccoon, whatever he was, bear.
Yeah.
He's basically a landlord. And then there's all these turnips that are just like gambling. I don't know. Listen,
the stock market.
in 2021,
Okay.
she starts a Substack.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
House and Habbit started a Substack?
Yes, that's where House and Habit is now. House and Habit is
mostly a Substack.
Mostly a Substack.
Okay.
Okay, and this is where she can share her quote journalism.
Uh-oh.
And she likes Substack because they don't have moderation. And she likes free speech.
Oh, got
a
it.
lot.
Got
Okay.
it. She's big hashtag free speech for me, but not for the person.
Yeah. Also, I looked at House and Habit Substack right now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to read you the bio that's currently up.
Okay. This is
Okay.
the current bio for her Substack.
It says House in Habit, where pop culture deep dives mingle with quality conspiracy theories, lifestyle highlights, and trending water cooler gossip.
Quality conspiracy theories?
Yeah, not those not quality conspiracy theories.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
We should just lift that entire thing.
Yeah.
We should take that entire thing and just put that under our YouTube bio and
Yeah.
be like, that's us now.
Yeah, too many
Qua-
tabs. Pop culture deep dives mingled with quality conspiracy theories, lifestyle highlights, and trending water cooler gossip.
Yeah, and occasionally a man in clown makeup screams about the Roman Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that
She
goes.
has over 450,000 subscribers to her Substack. Now, not all of them are paid, but that's how many she has.
Let's take a break. I need to take a break right now. Start the new year with a new mattress, a Brooklyn bedding mattress. Brooklyn Bedding crafts every mattress in their Arizona factory. No middlemen means top quality mattresses at an honest price. Brooklyn Bedding has mattresses for every sleep style. Find your perfect match in just 2 minutes using their sleep quiz. Mrs. P, tell them about our Brooklyn Bedding mattress.
We love our Brooklyn Bedding mattress.
Yes, we do.
I think it saved our marriage.
It saved our marriage. It saved us sleep. It saved my back.
It saved my sanity.
It did. It also made us realize we needed a new bed frame.
Yeah.
Because the bed, I want to let everybody know, when you're dealing with the wintertime and you got that cough, you want to make sure that you're not waking up your partner with it. And the Brooklyn Bedding mattress actually reduced so much of the shake for us that if this had been prior years, it would have been terrible. Brooklyn Bedding also offers a 120-night comfort trial. If you don't love your mattress, swap or return it hassle-free. Try it out and see for yourself why Brooklyn Bedding is rated best mattress by CNET. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code Too Many at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbedding.com, promo code TOOMANY for 30% off site-wide. Support the show and let them know Too Many Tabs sent you. brooklynbedding.com, promo code
Too many.
And we're back. Thank you so much to that sponsor, or you didn't hear anything at all if you joined us on Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Pearlmania500 or Pearlmania500.net, where we do not have 450,000 subscribers like this lady. Yet.
New goal. Beat this
That's the
lady.
goal?
Beat this lady's the new goal in subscribers.
Okay, good.
Like and subscribe, YouTube. Come join us on Patreon. I need to have more influence in this woman. And you'll know why by the end of this episode.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I found a Substack post that she made in like 2024-ish.
Okay.
And she shared that around this time during the pandemic, she was scrolling on Instagram and she saw that her husband congratulated Candace Owens on Candace Owens' wedding photos that she posted on Instagram.
Okay, so when Candace Owens met her husband and then got married like 3 weeks later, very suspiciously, Jess's husband went and wrote congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this, at the time, caused conflict in their marriage. Because she's still identifying as a liberal, and her husband's like appreciation for this conservative influencer felt like a betrayal, right?
Got it.
However, she would later post and even say on a podcast that Candace Owens saved her marriage. Jess discussed how her husband's perspective on Candace Owens eventually influenced her in her own political shift. And she wrote that Owens was a catalyst for her, quote, online liberation, and that her husband helped her see beyond the liberal mainstream media narrative.
So this whole lady got pipelined by Candace Owens, is what she's saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or she's trying to save her marriage by liking Candace Owens because her husband likes Candace Owens.
So she's being a pick-me in her own house.
I did find a different article where Jess tells a different version of events.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's this, I think it was the New Yorker, I don't remember. But she says that Jess discovered her husband had left 4 clapping hand emojis on a transphobic post by Candace Owens.
Oh my God.
And then Jess and her husband get into a heated argument, which ended with her outside in the driveway in her bathrobe yelling at him like a madwoman. And she said, quote, "When I lose all my jobs, we know who to blame."
Really?
Yes.
So she was like, I am liberal on paper, so that way I get money.
Yeah. She's like, you're going to hurt the brand because somebody's going to see you leaving clap emojis on Candace Owens' post and they're going to think that I'm not a lib.
Yeah.
And I got lib followers.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. It's so telling. That's so fucking telling of what a bag of shit she is.
Yeah.
And real fast, trans rights are human rights. Fuck you if you don't believe it. Because this is the thing. Also, it doesn't even narrow down the post.
No.
On a transphobic Candace Owens post. Which one is it?
All of them.
Which one is it?
All of them.
All right. Was it about Brigitte Macron?
No.
Like, come on. Like this.
I don't know.
This is fucking insane.
So Jess becomes obsessed with, this is around 2021, the Ghislaine Maxwell trial.
Oh, Ghislaine? Oh, the board.
Yeah, no, bring out the board.
The board is calling me.
No. Shh. No board. No talking to him. Now, Jess becomes obsessed with this Maxwell trial, watching it obsessively and writing on her blog all the time about it, right?
Okay.
And her husband, I believe, because he gets tired of hearing about it, suggests that she just go to New York to see it live. And she does. She books a hotel, she flies to New York, and she gets up early so she can be in the courtroom to watch it live.
Babe, you can join the studio audience.
Yeah, literally. She goes to a case about sex trafficking, and she treats it like a studio audience.
Yeah.
Now, here's what happens.
Okay.
This is my opinion, okay? It seems like she starts to develop sympathy for Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay. She starts describing her as having magnetism and an electric presence.
Isn't she sitting there silent?
How
like it's
dare
a
you.
court case. She's sitting there silently like this as they list off the fact that she was trafficking young women and girls. Because some of them were, of a few of them, were overage, but it was mostly underage girls to a series, to a cabal of pedophile billionaires.
Yeah.
And she's like, wow, she's
magnetism.
Really, magnetic.
She describes
The Riz.
Maxwell as an unwilling Epstein enabler who is just taking the fall for more powerful abusers.
Okay, this is one of those situations where, again, that is partially true. Okay? Ghislaine Maxwell is the only person who has been tried.
Yep.
Directly having to do with the entire Epstein scandal.
Yep.
And we know for a fact that there are hundreds, if not 1,000 men out there who should be also tried.
Yeah, but
We
they
know
can't.
this.
They're busy working in the White House.
Yes, that's true.
So this is
But this isn't because that doesn't mean that Ghislaine should be the.
Yeah.
Oh, she's such a tragic figure. What the fuck are you talking about?
So
What house do you inhabit? The Catholic Church?
she thinks Maxwell is a scapegoat, and she made this post on Instagram. Also, I need to say, we're going to talk about Instagram stories a lot. So much of this is either on her blog or on Instagram stories. Those are the only ways she's communicating, really. She does like post on her main grid, but she loves an Instagram story.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. It's like I left Instagram for a very long time. I came back in 2023. I have my account now, but I don't like stories.
Yep.
Some people like obsess over Instagram stories. I've just never gotten into them. I'm a main grid girl.
I love Instagram stories. I scroll that all day long.
I don't ever go into it.
You know what's annoying though? The Instagram like algorithm, the way they work the stories now, is that the like let's say the first 6 people you look at, you're only really ever going to see those first 6 people. So you have to kind of like scroll down and then hit the other circle so that they're moving around your feed. Because if not, it's only going to show you the same like 6 people over and over again. And like it's weird because they want to put all the ads in between.
So that explains why it doesn't show me my one friend who posts 35 fucking stories. And when you open it up and there's just like little dashes at the top,
yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But
You got a lot of
also,
thoughts.
I also just ever since they added the repost button,
Yeah.
I'm
You're big into reposts.
I love a repost
Oh.
on TikTok and on Instagram. I
R.I.P.
go in there.
TikTok.
R.I.P.
She died.
Rip to the goat.
So speaking of goats, we have a scapegoat.
Okay, yeah, that's
Maxwell.
right. Ghislaine Maxwell.
This is the image. I'm gonna pop it up there that she posted on her stories. Also, she does blame the victims a lot.
She blames the victims?
Yeah.
Oh, because you don't believe all women. You just listen.
We're just listening to the women.
Because that was a whole thing. That's the reason why her friendship ended.
Here's one of the stories.
See, because I listened to a woman. One.
Just one of them.
And I believe her.
Yep, that's true.
I do believe you.
This is one of the Instagram stories she posted.
Okay.
It says, the cycle continues. New lawsuits start to expose wider knowledge of the network investigations stretch, putting big names at risk right before payoffs stop and silence everything moving forward. At the end of it, victims are still working to cover up for all these powerful men, while Ghislaine Maxwell remains the only face behind bars paying the price for these crimes.
Well, now she gets to play with puppies. And it's
Okay, we cannot jump ahead. She doesn't know this at this time.
I know. Well, she knows. Listen, I'm getting a feeling in this that she's working towards that because there is so much in this that what she just said is such bullshit because she's taking exactly what you're seeing and she's flipping it on its fucking head.
Yeah.
She's looking at it's like going outside and being like, mostly cloudy. You'd be like, I think you mean partly sunny.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But also the statement at the end of it, victims are still working to cover up for all these powerful men.
It's so
She's
insane.
acting like it's not the prosecutors, the government, everybody else that's covering up for these
The powerful men themselves?
Yeah, they're the ones covering it up. It's not the victims doing the cover up.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that's what I mean. She's blaming the victims. Also, look at this mug.
What?
She's drinking coffee out of that mug.
What does that mug say?
Look close.
Is that Epstein?
Yeah, she's drinking coffee out of an Epstein mug.
All right, you know what? If she gets to have a mug, I get to have the board, okay? The board is back, all right? She's trying to claim that this is the only one.
Yeah.
This is the only one. So all these other fucking people should be let go?
Yeah, that's kind of what she's saying.
Yeah, that's
what
exactly
she's
what
implying
saying.
in my opinion. In my opinion.
Yeah,
that's
well,
what
in
she's
her
implying.
opinion.
Okay, so and this is a picture of her in her favorite shirt.
Does that say Free Ghislaine?
Yeah. Yeah. She actually says that this is her favorite shirt, by the way. That's not me.
Her favorite shirt is Free Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Free.
And you can't even mix it up because
the
you can't. There's nobody else named that.
The prolific pedophile trafficker.
Yeah.
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
The only house this lady should inhabit is a prison house.
Hello, it's Mrs. P from the future. She's in the files. House and Habbit is in the Epstein files. More have been released, as I'm sure you know, and Jessica Kraus is listed multiple times in so many pages. She's in the files. The victims reached out to the FBI multiple times, multiple victims begging the FBI to step in and get House and Habbit to stop bullying them from her friggin' blog. End transmission. The Maxwell verdict comes in. She needs new content. Okay, who else? What? She's got to write this Substack, babe. She got to write a Substack.
I get it. Okay, I already could feel this a little bit.
Yeah.
She is doing devil's advocate.
What?
She's doing devil's advocate because she's looking at the rest of the market and going, the rest of the market is saying that Ghislaine Maxwell is the evil person and that the entire Epstein saga should indict more men and all these other things should be happening.
Yeah.
And she's clearly guilty of every single thing that she did. And she was Epstein's girlfriend. And she also was connected to all these rich and powerful people. Here's a picture of her at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Anyway, all those different things. But she's like, actually, hashtag free Ghislaine.
Yeah. But also, let's talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Oh, let's not.
Yeah,
do we
no.
have to?
Well, this is what the next big chunk of her Substack's going to be about.
Oh God, this was such a pipeline moment.
Yeah.
This was a huge pipeline
This is when
moment.
she starts describing herself as an independent reporter, specifically an unbiased independent reporter.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know you're going to be so shocked. She was fully Team Depp.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Can I real fast, about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
I think they were both bad people.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I ended up by the end of it. I was like, they both kind of suck.
Yeah.
And it was almost to the point where I'm like, I don't know. I feel like this almost cancels itself out.
Well, I also think that when people are victims of abuse, they also abuse. You know what I mean?
Can
like
happen.
It happens sometimes. And so like whatever Amber was doing, I don't know. It could have been a reaction. It could have been retaliation. It could have been all these things. But at the end of the day, she was still abused.
Yeah.
And so just because you don't like how she responded as a victim or behaved as a victim doesn't mean that what happened to her doesn't count. You know?
Yeah.
But that's really what Depp's PR team spun.
Yeah, they really
And
spun everything about her.
Independent reporters like this maybe spun.
Big quotes.
Yeah, big quotes.
Yeah, okay.
So Jess shared on her Substack that she spoke to Johnny Depp personally.
Okay, so she's an unbiased reporter, but she's interviewing one of the subjects directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
She says that on April 11th, which is the same day the trial began, she was introduced to Depp by an old friend, in quotes, and that she had met this friend on Instagram. I don't know how they're an old friend, but you meet them on Instagram. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
But this person had seen her Instagram stories about the trial and was like, let me call you. And they like set up this phone appointment. Pardon me. So they set up this phone appointment. And while she's talking to this person, she's not going to tell us who it is. While she's talking to this person, another voice comes on the line, a third voice.
Oh.
Who she describes as needing no introduction because she's saying it was Johnny Depp is on the line. Right? And she goes on to say that Johnny Depp allegedly told her that he trusted her and her writing. Quote, I don't know you, he says, but I know just by the words you use and the aesthetic of your work that I trust you. Jess then reportedly claimed that they talked for like 90 minutes about how Johnny Depp has a tendency to trust the wrong people and that he was lamenting about, quote, the death of journalistic integrity.
Okay, let's roll back a couple things.
Okay, go
Number
ahead.
one, the aesthetic of your work. Does that mean her Instagram?
The vibes.
The vibes of
He
her
likes
Instagram?
the Northern California vibes.
Yeah. Okay, so he likes that structured hats and sunflowers. I told you. I called it earlier.
No, structured hats and sunflowers is Utah.
No, it
This
doesn't
is
matter.
different.
That's Northern California still. It was
No.
the same people.
No,
it was the
it's
same
it's
fucking
a
people.
different energy on Instagram.
It's the same energy.
It's different.
It's the same. I will fight you on this
And
one.
you're
It's
gonna
the same
lose.
energy. The next thing, he tells her how he trusts all the wrong people.
Yeah.
But then he also says how much he trusts her.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And he also talks about the death of journalistic integrity.
I'm a terrible judge of character. You're a good person.
Yeah,
That's what he just said.
Johnny Depp, a terrible judge of character, whose best friend is, wait, let me check, Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. Let's check the notes on what he did.
Oh.
Okay, right.
Wow.
October 2022.
Okay, we're
Let's do
jumping
a
ahead.
quick one.
Okay.
She starts posting about the Danny Masterson trial.
October 12th. Okay, so this is after the Johnny Depp one had finally ended.
Yeah.
Okay, and so she needed a new trial.
She needs new stuff to talk about on her Substack.
Okay, let me run back real fast. Danny Masterson, that's the guy from That 70s Show. He's a Scientologist. He assaulted and did worse to a lot of women.
Yeah.
And then Ashton Kutcher said some dumb shit.
And Mila Kunis,
Yes,
too.
yes. In front of that wall.
Yeah, no, that was where their apology was.
Yeah,
they wrote
posting.
letters saying that Danny Masterson's a good person, therefore he shouldn't have to be held accountable for what he did.
They wrote those to the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they went in front of their apology wall, and that's when everyone's like, "Wait, do they have an apology wall?"
Yeah,
because they did multiple apologies in front of that wall. That's crazy.
Well,
we haven't picked one in our house yet.
It's gonna be this one.
It'll be this one. This is the apology wall.
We put a lot of work into putting this wallpaper.
The work is falling apart.
Oh no!
What?
No, don't show them.
Oh no! Gravity's second.
Oh no! The apology wall. The apology wall has fallen.
Oh no!
The apology is hitting the second.
I don't want to stand up, and then people will know that I'm in gym shorts.
Leave it.
All right.
Okay, so specifically, she starts calling out one of the victims, Chrissy Bixler, and Jess actually started such a bullying campaign against this woman that Chrissy posted on her social medias begging people to report House and Habit's page. And they did. Like, there was so many reports about this Instagram page that it actually got shut down briefly. And of course, then Jess paints herself as a victim.
Okay, so she starts a bullying campaign.
Yeah.
She gets shut down for bullying. And then she goes, they're trying to silence me to keep the truth because I'm an independent journalist.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no. Never heard that one before.
Yeah, so but listen, let's take a break.
Okay, and
we'll fix the wall. And then when we come back, we'll talk more about how she's really has a big opinion about victims. A well-built wardrobe is about pieces that work together and hold up. That's what Quince does best. From the basics to statement pieces, Quince has it all. Mongolian cashmere sweaters, tailored Italian wool coats, down jackets, denim, and leather outerwear built to last. What are your favorites that I've gotten you from Quince?
Well, I'll tell you, I've gotten some really great quarter zips there. And then you got me these really, really nice gloves.
Yeah.
That during the middle of this snowstorm, when I had to go outside and go shovel the sidewalks and meet the neighbor to become friends with him so we could borrow his snowblower, they made sure that like my fingers were not only like felt warm, but were also soft at the same exact time. They were so great. And Mrs. B, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Quince partners directly with ethical factories and top artisans. No middlemen means you're getting top quality pieces directly without paying luxury prices.
Refresh your winter wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/TMT for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/TMT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/TMT.
And we're back.
Guess what?
What?
You know who Jess doesn't like?
Women?
Well, that's really kind of a pattern we're seeing.
Yeah.
First and foremost. But Governor Gavin Newsom.
She doesn't like Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, because remember during the pandemic, he closed down the skate parks.
Yeah. He was the one who was in charge of the lockdown in California, and then people caught him going to dinner.
Yeah.
And then he also performatively read books in a weird way that was really fucking insane.
Okay, I'm not trying to say Gavin Newsom is a good person. We're never going to say he's a good person.
And I'm also not going to yell at you to go ahead and support him now.
No.
Because there's so many, I see this discourse around him already where Gavin Newsom does something fucking stupid and people are like, Gavin Newsom, that's fucking stupid. And everyone's like, oh, we gotta go. Guys, we can't be doing this. Shut up.
Shut up.
We're so far away from the primaries right now. We gotta get through the fucking midterms first.
Don't worry about Gavin Newsom right now, guys. Anyway, Gavin Newsom's wife, okay? She, her name is Jennifer. She was part of the Weinstein case because Harvey Weinstein allegedly sexually assaulted her, according to Gavin Newsom's wife.
Okay. Got it.
Sorry. The way I worded that was crazy.
No, but I understand. Gavin Newsom's wife was assaulted by the Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein.
Yes, and then that legal case was going on.
Yes.
And guess what House and Habit started talking about in her Substack and Instagram stories?
I'm going to wildly guess.
I know.
The Harvey Weinstein case.
Yeah, specifically about how Jessica was, in her opinion, maybe not telling the truth. And that, like, she would talk about, like she would describe her as like eye rolling. She'd be like, oh, she's crying again on the stand. Eye roll emoji. You know what I mean? Like she was giving very that. And so she just mocked and disparaged Jennifer at every turn during the sexual assault case against Harvey Weinstein.
So she doesn't even listen to women.
No.
That's the thing. She's gone beyond believe all women to listen all women to just like eye roll it. Yeah. Oh, is this bitch talking? That's her view.
Boom.
Got it. Got it.
Also, she went after the victim of Armie Hammer. Do you remember that?
Wait, Armie Hammer? The cannibal? She was pro-cannibal?
No, but before that, that there was a woman who came out against Armie Hammer saying that he had sexually assaulted her.
Okay.
I believe this woman dropped the charges because of like all kinds of stuff that happened. I didn't really follow that story at all.
Yeah. But then later it came out that Armie Hammer was like, but he wanted to eat people?
I guess so. Whenever
You know
Armie
what I found out about
what?
this? Is that Armie Hammer is named that because his family is Arm and Hammer.
No.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look it up. I'm dead serious.
No.
You got to look it up.
No.
Just open this tab right now.
Okay.
Say Armie Hammer, Arm and Hammer. Just type that in.
Arm and Hammer. I thought it was a coincidence. It says, okay, Armie Hammer is not the heir to the Arm and Hammer baking soda brand. The actor is the great-grandson of oil tycoon Armand Hammer.
Oh.
Sorry, you're wrong.
I was so close. What do you mean that there's a man named Armand Hammer? But there's also an Arm and Hammer.
I don't know.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
I should have opened that tab before I got that cocky.
Yeah.
Mr. Third, leave this in. Show people that I can be wrong and that I can accept when I'm wrong. That he's just the grandson of a different rich man.
Yeah.
With a very similar name.
I don't know what's going on with the branding of Arm and Hammer.
So anyway, she defended. No, she attacked.
She started attacking and mocking this woman Effie who had come out against Armie Hammer, and it got to the point where Effie was going on to her own social media, complaining that she was feeling suicidal because she was getting harassed so much by Jess.
Got it.
And Jess shared that woman's post to her own Instagram stories and then like mocked the story more.
That's an evil woman.
That's what I'm saying. She's not a good person.
She's evil.
In 2023, Jess makes she makes a new lady friend.
She makes a new lady friend.
Olivia Nuzzi.
Olivia Nuzzi?
Yeah.
Jess becomes friends with Olivia Nuzzi.
They're friends now.
Olivia Nuzzi.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to point it out that she makes friends with her right around this time, December 2023. She starts calling out Substack for deleting what was dubbed, quote, extremist content.
Uh-huh.
Now, these are Nazi Substack accounts that were calling for violence.
Okay.
There was only 6 accounts, I think, that actually got deleted and banned from Substack. There is a lot more Nazi content on Substack.
Yeah, I know. This is one of the reasons we're not on Substack.
Yeah.
We started by having a Patreon, and then Substack actually approached us.
Yeah.
And was like, please join Substack. Everyone's coming to Substack. Oh my God, here's a lot of money. Please come to Substack. And we were like, no, delete the Nazi accounts.
Yeah.
And they went, no. And I said, then fuck you.
Yeah.
That's why we're at promania500.net on Patreon.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people on Substack. If you want to use it, great, whatever. That's been I literally put my foot on the ground and yelled no.
Yeah.
And then they said, how about a lot of money? And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I got morals.
But don't worry, we're going to start doing online gambling ads.
Oh, yeah. This is brought to you by Steak.
No. Anyway, she's all upset about this because she's against the removals, saying that she didn't believe in policing content online because we need to let adults read and think like adults.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. So the pipeline lady is worried that if the moderation begins, that she'll be moderated for starting online hate and harassment campaigns against victims while they're in the middle of their court battles.
Look at this merch.
Yeah. Okay. So she's a MAGA lunatic.
So here's the thing. Mm-hmm. She has a conversation with Courtney Love. And she says that Courtney Love told her that RFK Jr. was going to run for president.
Okay. All right. Just give me a second. I need a second. I just need a second. That's too much. You're now just listening. You're like, oh, just so you know, all the worst people you know got together.
Yeah. So she decides at this point with her insider information that she's going to pivot to politics using the same type of pop culture storytelling that she's doing on her Substack.
Okay. So she hears RFK Jr.
Yeah.
And she thinks of the Cheryl Hines of it all.
Uh-huh.
And then she goes, oh my God, this is perfect.
Exactly. Pivot time.
Pivot.
So she reaches out to RFK Jr. and invites him over to her house so they can hang out and like do a photo shoot of them just hanging out together.
And this is the thing to remember too. At this time, RFK Jr. was running as a Democratic candidate.
Yes.
It's before he dropped out of the Democratic primary when it was very clear to him that he could not win.
Yeah.
He would not defeat Joe Biden in the primary. And then before the primary even started, he dropped out and became an independent.
Yeah.
Before he eventually dropped out completely.
Now she's following all of that on her Substack. She actually gets invited a lot to travel with him and to show up at a lot of events. And she's writing Substacks the whole time and doing the Instagram stories, talking about all these major events and chronicling it all. And this is where her Substack starts to get really, really popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, again, there is a symbiotic relationship between the niche of the RFK campaign, independent journalists, and these podcasters. A lot of people forget that a lot of the ones that didn't want to be, they hated Biden, but they didn't want to be pro-Trump, they went RFK.
Yep.
And so if they hated Biden but didn't want to be, they knew their audience wasn't ready to be pro-Trump, they would go down RFK because RFK was the perfect candidate for them. It's the backup quarterback. The backup quarterback is the most loved player on any team because they can't fail you.
Yeah.
They'll never snap a ball. They'll never throw an interception. They sit on the fucking bench, so their stats are perfect.
Yeah.
RFK Jr. was always going to be that. He was never going to win. He was never going to become president. And you could always spend the rest of your life going, well, I voted for RFK, so I'm not any of these evil people.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, also the Joe Rogans of them all did that.
That's what I said, the podcasters.
The podcast boys were all, they were all had RFK Jr. on doing push-ups or pull-ups in their shirtless.
But it was also a way for them to talk about politics without actually having
to. But then as soon as he dropped out, they had to pivot. And then RFK Jr., as we know, joined Donald Trump. It's a whole thing. Anyway, we'll get there.
Yeah.
But, okay, we're going to take a break. And when we get back, they're going to sue Mark Zuckerberg.
Who's going to sue?
Jess and RFK Jr.
Now, Mrs. P, where we last just left off, right before we cut to the break, you said that I mean Jess, and RFK sued Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
For what? For, I'm guessing, let me guess, censorship. Am I right? Is it going to be censorship?
Okay, listen.
What?
Listen, okay, Jess joined a lawsuit with RFK Jr. against Meta Platforms, all of them.
All of them.
Filed in the Northern District of California.
Okay.
The lawsuit alleges censorship after Meta removed her post and suspended her account, claiming the company targeted her content.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, she felt targeted.
Got it. Can we sue TikTok? I'm just wondering.
No,
all right.
No. Maybe if we get 450,000 subscribers,
we would have enough money to
that we could sue TikTok.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
I went and I found the legal documents.
Oh.
We're not going to go through all of them. There's no time for that. But I did want to go through the motion to deny.
They denied it.
They denied it.
Okay, so I mean, they were just like, this lawsuit's bullshit.
They're like, come on now, guys.
Yeah.
But,
go on, get.
But in the motion to deny, there's a couple paragraphs that I thought would make you giggle a little.
Okay.
And so these are my interpretation of this. I'm not going to read the legalese because it can be confusing sometimes.
You can be a little thick, and you're not revved for the rebrand.
I'm not. Well, no, I wish.
God, we wish.
I wish. Give me some upside down glasses.
Yep.
So this is from the document in my words, my interpretation. Okay.
Got it.
Again,
Understood.
We're being specific about the way we talk about things. Former presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and individual Jessica Reed Kraus filed action against Meta, Facebook, Instagram, and Mark Zuckerberg, alleging violations of their rights under the First Amendment, the Voting Rights Act, and the Ku Klux Klan Act.
You know what's crazy?
What?
You didn't really hear about the Ku Klux Klan Act being brought up until very recently when the Klan started using it against everyone.
They're like, hey, we got an act, I guess.
Yeah, it's what they tried using the Ku Klux Klan Act against Don Lemon on Martin Luther King Day.
Okay.
And it also got thrown out. The court was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Get out of here.
Go on, get.
In brief, the plaintiffs allege that the defendants had conspired with the federal government to remove and block the defendants' social media platforms, the content, and the users that expressly support Kennedy's campaign. Because the plaintiffs failed to establish a likelihood of success on the merits of any of their claims, for the following reasons, the motion is denied. Okay, so I'm going to go over just a couple of the following reasons the motion is denied.
Got it.
So this starts out. Kennedy was a presidential candidate during the 2024 election cycle, ending his campaign shortly before this motion was heard, but remaining on the ballot in non-swing states. Reed Kraus is an independent journalist. Now, they wrote that in quotes. Who is... They did. That was in quotes.
Oh, that's
They're
good.
like, the lawyer who's typing it up is like, independent journalist.
Okay.
Who has, quote, invested significant time and resources following both former President Donald Trump and Mr. Kennedy on the campaign trail. They have an account on Facebook and on Instagram. In May 2024, the Kennedy team released a 30-minute documentary film about Kennedy titled Who is Bobby Kennedy? That invited voters to make up their own minds about Mr. Kennedy rather than accepting falsehoods about him that were being repeatedly asserted on major news outlets and social media platforms. The plaintiffs allege that they posted links to the video on Facebook and Instagram, which were blocked or removed within 10 minutes so that users couldn't watch or share or post the video links themselves. The plaintiffs allege that users who tried to share the video received a variety of messages from the defendants about why the video was banned, including for violating community standards, being spam, promoting crime or hate groups, or soliciting sexual services and firearms, or that they had contained banned COVID-19 misinformation content. They say that the censorship prevented millions of people from seeing the film, like the 100 million views the video received on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Okay, let's pause here for a second because I can already tell exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Which is they loaded this video. Their lunatics and the botnets that they were allied with then tried to seed it all across Instagram and Facebook. Instagram and Facebook their network looked at it and went, oh, fuck, this random link to some website has just suddenly shown up and is being spammed and thrown into everyone's inboxes like a lunatic. So it threw a red flag on it.
Yeah.
But even the number there, they quoted, 100 million views on Twitter. 100 million views on Twitter. If you scroll past a video on Twitter and it autoplays, that is a view. There's different websites have different, we've never had an actual regulation around what should count as a view.
Yeah.
There are industry standards, but Twitter especially does not have one.
No.
If you scroll past it, if you repost it, any of those different things counts as a view. So if it's just being thrust into your feed by, let's say, I don't know, a ketamine addicted racist South African who has been playing and tweaking the algorithm and will turn up the heat on certain videos about, I don't know, let's say like Somali immigrants living in Minnesota to be able to distract everyone from the fact that the president of the United States is involved in the Epstein files and he himself is the one who pointed out that president is in the Epstein files while he was on a ketamine-induced bender while he was feeling as a scorned lover hiding out in Austin, Texas. Then this is that same moment. He can turn up the heat. And so you can't take 100 million views on Twitter and say it definitely would have gotten something close to that on Facebook or over on Instagram. It would happen because you don't have a lunatic who is actually heightening it, putting it into everybody's feeds. At the same exact time, the same exact thing is claimed for everything. We're on all forms of social media. There are times where I'll post a video on one site and I go, oh, it's being suppressed. But then I go look on my YouTube shorts, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook, on fucking Blue Sky, my Tumblr, all these different places. I go, oh, it did shit everywhere. Is that because it's being suppressed or is it because I actually made a bad video? And these are the type of people who refuse to believe that they could ever fail because Bobby Kennedy himself has never done anything beyond anything fucking intelligent. He's been held up his entire life. He's a former fucking junkie. We did a whole episode about it.
Yeah.
And then this lady just claims that everybody has to love her because you should listen to women, right? Right, Jess?
So then the defendants, Meta.
Okay.
Submitted their declarations from Meta employees who work in content moderation. One employee explained that Meta did prevent the video from being posted on May 4th because of a, quote, mistaken determination that it violated Meta's policies. The employee said this happens when the automated content moderation system flags something as a phishing attempt to use deceptive links or to collect users' information.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, they use too many accounts with the link.
It's just what happens. It happens all, like anybody who's ever worked in marketing knows, like, there's a certain layer that you can't do it at.
Yeah.
And if it goes off, like, even if something goes too viral too quickly, they'll sometimes flag it because they're like, hey, there's something suspicious here.
That's just too funny.
And then somebody comes in and goes, oh fuck, it got caught in the net. Unhook.
Access was restored within 30 minutes of Meta being alerted to the problem.
Okay, that was a guess. They were down for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They were down for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes.
The post actually can still be found on their Facebook page.
It's still up.
Yeah, it's still up.
It's still up. Oh my God.
The plaintiffs also assert that Reed Kraus's content about Kennedy has been widely censored and demoted, though her content about Donald Trump has not.
Okay.
When she wrote a pro-Kennedy post on October 2023, she lost 40,000 followers overnight and said there is no explanation for this unprecedented phenomenon other than the defendant's surreptitious demoting or deboosting of her Instagram account.
40,000 people can't suddenly hate me for seemingly changing my mind about everything I've ever believed in.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about how I didn't really like Amber Heard, and now you're doing this?
Yeah.
I'm unfollowing.
Literally.
That couldn't have been it.
Yeah. You couldn't take a look. Oh my God, there were consequences to my actions? Obviously, that was a plot.
No.
That had to have been a secret plot.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. She is pipelining herself into psychosis.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, oh my, her and Candace are like the same fucking person.
The following month, she says that fewer people viewed her Instagram stories, which she attributes to the defendants shadow banning her
God.
content. After posting the Who is Bobby Kennedy video, she was locked out of her Instagram and her account was precluded from being shown to new followers. Instagram allegedly also blocked a poll she posted about Kennedy. The defendants, Meta, they have a declaration about this, right?
They have a response to what she's
a
having to say.
response, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It says, no enforcement actions were taken against any of Reed Kraus's posts about Kennedy or RFK. The Meta employees state that Reed Kraus's suspension was due to violation of Meta's policies about physical harm. A post was removed and Reed Kraus was suspended for less than 13 minutes because she wrote, quote, if I show up on campus and see my kid in a face mask spray painting the school I broke my back to send him to, demanding vegan food and denouncing bagels, I'm spanking him in front of the whole student body, telling him to stop being an idiot, end quote.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. That's just where I'm at. Just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You got suspended for this other thing and then tried claiming it was political silence.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
You banned my account. And they're like, well, it's actually because you posted this thing about beating up your kid. And they're like, whoa, don't talk about that. In September 2024, Olivia Nuzzi has a scandal break.
Okay. I need a minute.
Nope, there's no minutes.
No,
People are listening to this content to have a good time.
Yeah, and if we're going to start talking about the Nuzzi of it all,
Yeah.
I'm going to need a minute. We'll be right back. Dry January got you stressed out? Take a break with IndaCloud. IndaCloud is your fully legal online dispensary. Check out their gummies, vapes, pre-rolls, and edibles. Skip the hangover and keep your resolutions with IndaCloud's new zero sugar, zero calorie THC sodas. All IndaCloud products are federally legal THC. Everything sold is DEA certified, lab tested, and shipped discreet. And I want to let you guys know it is very discreet. It shows up in a package at your front door. You don't even remember that you ordered it. Then you open it up and go, ooh, what a little present. And then you take it as you watch the entire world go insane. Unwind your way with IndaCloud. If you're 21 or older, visit indacloud.co and use code TABS for 25% off plus free shipping. That's indacloud.co, code TABS for 25% off, free shipping, and absolutely zero hangover regrets. Enjoy responsibly, and thanks to IndaCloud for saving dry January. Okay, I've taken some cold medicine. I am prepared.
You didn't take Z-Quil because we're recording, right?
No, I did not take Z-Quil. Okay. I'm deep in the Tussin game right now because you're about to nuzzy me.
Yeah.
Olivia Nuzzi me.
So
I know too much about her. To the fact that there's a new wrinkle that's being added is disgusting. Go ahead.
Okay. So the scandal breaks, the Olivia Nuzzi scandal. Mm-hmm. Whose side do you think Jess is going to take?
Whose side do I think Jess listen but don't believe all women? House and Habbit is going to take in the scandal of Olivia Nuzzi and RFK Jr.'s FaceTime jerk-off sessions.
Yeah. Who do you think? Okay. Anyway, she wrote a Substack about it.
Let's hear. I can't wait. Tell me what House and Habit's 450,000 subscribers heard about Jess's thoughts about Olivia Nuzzi having a digital affair with RFK Jr.
Okay. Well, it's titled The Talented Miss Nuzzi.
Oh, like the talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it.
So I pulled...
She's going to call Olivia Nuzzi a con artist.
I pulled just a few quotes. Okay. I don't want to read the whole thing to you, obviously.
No, we don't. That would be copyright infringement.
And I'm... No.
No. This is commentary.
This is commentary. This is a comedy podcast.
This is a comedy, history, commentary, and opinion op-ed.
Podcast. Okay, so here's some quotes. As this scandal unfolds, I find myself questioning the very instincts that led me to trust her as a friend in the first place. In hindsight, it's clear our connection was anchored solely in her interest in RFK Jr. By befriending and infiltrating my inner circle, she could easily keep tabs on him as we traveled across the country, something I initially mistook for simple journalistic curiosity. I, too, am a deeply curious person. I figured perhaps all reporters are wired this way. I saw no harm in sharing petty gossip about my experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're an independent reporter who is admitting that you're dry snitching to another journalist about every single thing that the RFK Jr. campaign was doing.
What?
About every single thing.
My husband was the first to voice concerns.
Oh, her husband who loved Candace Owens?
Yeah, from the beginning, he was skeptical of her motives.
Quote, she's DC hot. No, just kidding.
Worried she was using me to gather gossip and leverage my access for her own benefit. Okay.
Got it.
As I reflect...
Wait, real fast. Can I just real fun back on the timeline?
Yeah.
Didn't she meet Nuzzi in 2022?
I think it was 2023.
Oh, it was 23.
I think so.
So they did meet around the time that she was already friends with RFK.
Yeah.
Okay, I had the timeline a little off there. Okay.
As I reflect, my overall take is that I was a pawn. Olivia would ask me almost intimate questions about him and his relationship with the staff and his wife after each campaign stop, who he was seen talking to, what his mood was like, and whether he showed any signs of flirtation. There was an undercurrent of fascination that went beyond journalistic intrigue, bordering on obsession. Her constant desire for updates, coupled with the tone of her inquiries, made it clear she wasn't merely reporting. She was weaving some kind of fantasy.
A fantasy? You know what every fantasy story needs? A thick harvest. A thick river-filled harvest in the canyon.
Nope.
That's what every story needs.
No.
Take some ivermectin for my brain worm.
The 2024 election. I'm not even going to acknowledge.
You're not even going to acknowledge it?
I'm not going to acknowledge what happened.
You're not going to acknowledge it?
No.
acknowledge my
Just
harvest.
the same way that Jess didn't acknowledge there was an election in 2024.
Can I just real fast?
Yeah.
Real fast. that hurts so much.
Yeah, you gotta
Doing
not
that
do
hurts
it.
so much.
Yeah, and you wanted to do
I've
the
been
woker?
sick for so long.
Get out of here.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So in the 2024 election, which again, she is on the campaign trail with RFK Jr. She's writing, she's sharing stories, she's talking about this election this whole time, right?
Because at this point now, RFK Jr. is part of the Trump campaign.
Yeah.
And he is now traveling as a Trump surrogate. So she keeps traveling with him as a Trump surrogate,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And she's not the only one who did this. There were so many, especially of the Maha influencers.
Yeah.
Many of which are now actually deleting their posts about it and hiding their Maha red hats.
Yep.
That now that they're looking at their
I think the
analytics-
Maha hats were green.
No, the Maha rats were originally they were green.
They were.
But they made them red.
Yeah.
They turned to Make America Healthy Again. Those Maha hats, like there's quite a few of them.
Yeah.
All right. There's quite a few of them, and they're all scumbags. And I keep tabs on every single. But the tabs Mrs. P has open, I have my fucking eyes on every single one of them.
Yeah.
You can't cancel that many
And when
clothing
that
companies.
Z-Quill hits in 20 minutes, he's going to forget them all.
I will.
So, okay, she didn't vote in the election.
Okay.
She didn't vote. That's what she
Didn't
says.
vote.
According to her, she says she didn't vote. This is a quote. This time around, I chose not to vote at all. I want to remain untethered to any party if I'm going to track politics as a career.
Untethered. You literally worked as a campaign surrogate.
Yeah.
Your website was basically free advertising for them. But look at me, I'm independent.
I'm independent.
This is the reason why, I'd like to tell people, listen, I am a fucking partisan.
Yeah.
I am a Democrat.
Yeah.
There's aspects of the Democratic Party I fucking hate. I hate Chuck the Cuck Schumer. I hate Hakeem fucking Jeffries. Fuck John Fetterman and the
For
horse
life.
he fucking ate and rode in on.
For
that
life.
fucking ogre piece of shit, especially after what he fucking posted about ICE, after what his wife's fucking statement was. John Fetterman's wife, just so everybody knows, was undocumented for 10 fucking years. If this was the time before she met John Fetterman, she would be hiding from ICE in an attic, just like fucking Anne Frank. All right, motherfucker? And you want to come out here and talk about how you're never going to shut down the government and actually we should be praising these fucking dudes? Fuck you, you piece of shit ogre. But going back to her, House and Habbit, all these motherfuckers, so many of them, from Joe Rogan on down, every single one of them want to pretend that they didn't have a fucking hand in this. I've seen Andrew Schultz. I've seen his bitch ass sit out here every single goddamn day and pretend, oh no, this is different. I didn't like the fact that they killed Pretty. I don't like the fact they killed Good. This was always going to happen after you fucking pipeline these motherfuckers. You fucking platformed them. You built the fucking stage they stood on as they held up the sign saying mass deportation now. What the fuck did you think that meant? Huh? Every single one of you fucking RFK bitches. Every single one of you RFK bitches. Every single one of you. This is your fucking guy. Those masked motherfuckers out there in the streets, those are your dudes. Every single one of y'all. Just fucking keep that goddamn energy. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt so much.
Why don't you just take a sip of water, and then I'll just tell you some information while you calm your vocal cords, okay? Okay. So she doesn't vote because she needs to remain apolitical, not because she lives in California.
And the Electoral College wouldn't fucking matter, yeah.
So, but when Trump won the election, she did post on social media this post, which is the terrifying picture of Donald Trump that just says, "We did it." Ugh. Yeah. According to voter registration rolls, she's still a registered Democrat.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
She's doing the Tim Pool. The
Yeah.
left me.
Yeah.
She's doing the Tim Pool. There's so many of these people. That's the thing. Listen, y'all, that's never gonna happen on this end.
Yeah.
If it does, then I'm guilty. That's what you need to know. If I ever do, if Pearl Mania 500 ever posts, this is me, I'm poison pilling it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a fucking Russell Brand, drop it on my knees and pretending I fucking need Jesus.
Stop yelling. You have to save your voice.
All right.
Okay. Now listen.
I'm heated.
While I was doing research,
Okay.
I was doing research. I had all these tabs open. I kept trying to find interviews with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I did find this one interview from December 2024 from this website called The Fullest. And I was like, what the hell is The Fullest? It turns out it was like an interview on a blog that's a supplement website. And the supplements they sell are these turmeric capsules and turmeric lattes that have like saffron in them. And so then I just fell down this hole about these weird lattes. And they're like, saffron has been proven in studies to be just as effective as Prozac for treating moderate depression and anxiety.
No.
No side effects. Saffron doesn't come with the usual side effects of SSRIs.
Doesn't it come with like indentured servitude and like alleged slavery in some regions of the world?
Yeah.
Because it's to get saffron.
Yeah.
It's incredibly labor intensive.
Yeah.
Which is also why it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah. Speaking of expensive, I looked up, you know, the little packets that I put in my water to like make drinks?
Yeah.
So to buy 100 of those size packets of the turmeric saffron latte, guess how much those packets are?
How many do you get?
100 day supply.
100. Okay. How much is 100 packets? I don't know. It should be $150.
$358.20.
$358?
And 20 cents.
That's $3.50. That's like $3.59 a day.
Yeah. I think that's cheaper. I mean, I think SSRIs are cheaper.
Yeah, SSRIs, by the way, just so everybody knows, with insurance.
Yeah, with
SSRIs.
I don't know.
I don't know. Once you do the math and everything.
Whoa. I'm going to get myself a saffron latte. We start talking about insurance.
I know. But the thing is RFK is one of those guys who wants to get rid of SSRIs.
Yeah.
They want to get rid of antidepressants. They want to get rid of the medication that has kept people from fucking offing themselves.
Yeah.
He's said repeatedly that he wants to start basically work camps where if you need to take ADHD medication, he wants to put you in the middle of a fucking field and have you go maybe pick saffron.
Yeah, well.
Maybe.
So anyway, there's a Q&A on that website, the Saffron Pill website. See, she's not red pilling them. She's saffron
pilling them.
That's what we're doing here.
Jesus Christ.
And I found one answer that I think you're really going to like.
Okay.
The question, how do you see the future of digital media unfolding, and what role will citizen journalism play in the future of media as a whole?
Okay.
Answer. If things keep going the way they are, citizen journalism will supersede mainstream networks and news outlets. For someone in my position, it feels like exciting times are ahead. There's a craving for alternative news sources driven by a jaded distrust in mainstream media, propagating lies for decades to keep us dumb and divided. I feel like all of that is about to change. We're on the precipice of a great awakening. Hopefully, with that will come a boom in creativity.
A great awakening?
Yeah.
Like woke?
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing, is she's not wrong. And again, this is the part that's very frustrating about these people. This is what really gets me about many of these people that are especially involved from the RFK side that came in.
Yeah.
They're like 80 to 90% correct. And there is right now. There is a need for citizen journalism. You're seeing it in the streets of Minnesota.
Yeah.
You're seeing it all across America right now. We're seeing it as things like CBS News get bought up. We're seeing it as the same people who bought CBS News bought TikTok. We're seeing it as those same people who bought those are also trying to buy CNN. And also trying to buy HBO and all the other different things involved with that. We're seeing as all these different corporations are coming together in mass censorship and other things that are beginning to happen. That is true. It's just not true that Jess is actually the correct side of it.
Yeah.
What it is she's noticing, oh, I can keep playing. I've seen so many people who are like, you can't trust the media, you can't trust the media. And then they straight up quote the Washington Post, the New York Times. They quote all these other different things. There's a difference between citizen journalism, which is getting hyper-fixated and going and putting together a report about one specific thing, and being an aggregator.
Oh.
What Jess actually truly is, she is a aggregator of the news. She's taking things from other different places and reframing it. And I'm saying that as somebody who has also done news aggregation through commentary.
Yep.
Like, again, you have to be able to say what these people are at the end of the day. She isn't going and deep diving and going through reams of paper. Maybe she is. I don't know. But it seems like for the most part,
I don't know.
in my opinion, from what I understand of her, is, you notice, long words.
Yeah.
But as we're going through these things, it's aggregation. And that's what many of these things are. If you go all the way back to the beginning of where the independent journalist on the internet type of stuff. Look, you look at a guy like Matt Drudge in the Drudge Report. The Drudge Report is basically just another news aggregator. We then had a copy of it on the left. The Huffington Post. The Huffington Post becomes that over time, where people went to that website in particular. Then those things all got switched up because they lost to Facebook.
Yep.
And then Facebook gets lost to Instagram, Instagram to TikTok and YouTube. And then slowly you start to see people recreate those sites on those platforms.
Anyway, she gets a press pass.
The press pass?
Yeah, she's going to be at the White House. And she's going to make it her whole personality. She's online being like, I'm part of the press pool and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And it's really only a one-day thing at that time. And I think it was like Vanity Fair magazine actually kind of makes fun of her and is like, she's not in the press pool. She had a press pass.
Got it.
But here's the thing. Do you remember this infamous picture of all these influencers holding binders of Epstein files?
Do I remember the phase 1 Epstein file rollout? Yes. Yes, I do. And I remember that is Libs of TikTok and DC Drano right there in that fucking picture.
And that's her. That red hat, that's her in the red hat that says like Trump was right about everything.
That's her?
She got one of the binders.
Those are binders that had no new information in them.
Yeah.
So the free Ghislaine Maxwell lady went to the White House.
Yes.
Sat in a meeting with all of the other MAGA influencers, because it was wall to wall. Jack Posobiec, I don't know, that fucking Polak, all those other people. They all sat together in that fucking room, were handed these binders. Then they all marched out and held them up like, look, well, the truth is coming. And it was listed as phase 1, like it was a fucking Marvel movie.
Yeah.
We've never gotten phase 2, mind you.
No.
We've never gotten the rest of the Epstein files.
No.
We've never answered what else is on the fucking board. It's never been completed.
Think you were going to bring out the board on this
You didn't think we were going to bring out the board? It's the free
fault.
Ghislaine Maxwell t-shirt lady.
That's my failure in not thinking about the fact that you were going to bring up the board.
Yeah, that is definitely one of your failures.
I also thought I locked it away. I thought I locked it, or where did you find it?
I thought it was right over there. It was just out of eye line.
Also, I need you to know that she like starts fighting with Candace Owens.
She started fighting with Candace Owens?
Yeah. She gets into an online fight with Candace Owens.
Well, who isn't fighting with Candace Owens?
But like specifically, she gets into a fight with Candace Owens, and she's like, Candace needs to stop talking about pop culture. That's not her lane. Right? And I'm like, listen, don't make me defend Candace, but she's always talked about pop culture.
We ran the clip earlier about how she knew that culture is downstream of politics is downstream of culture.
Well, wait till you see this other clip I want to play you.
Okay.
Where Candace Owens calls out House and Habbit about this.
Oh, don't make me choose sides.
I just assumed maybe she was having a few too many drinks somewhere and like she just wasn't seeing clear last night, and it could have all been forgiven in the morning. But then she did accuse me of pivoting my brand, like in the DM. She was like, you're pivoting your brand. Everyone can see it. So she thinks that me covering Blake Lively is me stepping on her territory, which is so strange because I promise you, I have been covering culture my entire career. And also, we are way too old. Like, I think she's in her mid-40s. I'm 35 years old. We are way too old to be arguing like middle schoolers of like, you copied me. You covered Blake. I covered Blake. Why are you covering Blake? I used to cover Blake. I'm friends with Trump. The whole thing to me was just not something that was serious or anything that was hurting me. I'm just not insecure enough to care about any of these things that she was saying.
That's the thing is this is what's that old saying is like,
don't come for the queen.
No, don't fight with pigs because you'll end up in the mud.
Yeah.
It's that same sort of feeling though. No, cause like with all of them.
But also Candace saved your marriage.
She did save
How
your marriage.
are you going to come after the woman that saved your marriage?
Yeah, her best friend was a time traveler.
So
did you know? She said Charlie Kirk's a time traveler now.
Okay,
but
she just released that video of Erica Kirk talking about how many T-shirts they sold.
Yeah, and the same day she also was complaining that this snowstorm was different than all the other ones because the ice wasn't melting at 30 degrees.
What?
Fahrenheit. Yeah, she doesn't know what the melting point of ice is. Dave Chappelle famously called Candace Owens, what was it, the most confident idiot he's ever seen.
Wow. Don't make these people be right about things.
No, but that's the thing is again, you can be right. The things that all of these people are wrong about are some of the most critical things in the country right now.
Yeah.
They can also be correct about being like, oh, the sun came out today. Like that's, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Candace Owens. No, Candace Owens is trying to pipeline you.
Yeah, she's trying to get you.
She's trying to say one reasonable thing
so that you'll log
two
in,
crazy things.
And then suddenly you're going to be on track to the pipeline, the gossip
That's
pipeline.
how it goes.
Okay. Also, this is a real weird segue.
Okay.
Jess started posting on Instagram that she wanted to help Joe Exotic. and that he was a victim, and that he was just trying to help animals. Like, we all didn't see him feeding those cats trash bologna and young men meth. But there is still a post on her social media now about letting
The Tiger King?
Yeah, the
Tiger King.
Yeah. She's like, no, he's a victim. You know, he was just trying to help the cats.
That had to either be a trial balloon, or that had to have been a trial balloon to see. Because I'm guarantee you right now, she's shuffling everywhere trying to figure out. Because they all are.
Yeah, they're all trying to
Every
figure it
single
out.
one of them are all shuffling right now. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, this is Alice from the future. I don't usually do this. I'm inserting myself because we've had major updates about many of the things that we've talked about on this episode. And I know what many of you are thinking. Oh, this is about the Epstein files and Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's being listed in the Epstein files. No, this is not about that at all. This is about my Instagram DMs. I just opened my Instagram DMs here. It's Saturday, January 31st. It's around 1 p.m. I opened up my Instagram DMs. I checked my request folder, and there was a request that I was not expecting from one man named Joseph A. Maldonado, also known as Joe Exotic. That's right, Joe Exotic is in my DMs. Mr. Third's gonna put the big version of it on the screen. He said, quote, please interview me. No, we're not going to do that. But I think it's very important that you guys need to know that Joe Exotic is in my DMs. We'll now return you back to the episode we recorded a few days ago before Don Lemon was arrested and released.
Well, in December 2025, Jess joined the person you described as the baldest man alive, Tim Pool, in an episode of his show called The Fall of Candace Owens.
Oh, I know about this episode.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Jess was on this one.
Yeah.
Because I knew about Tim Pool and Candace Owens fighting, and Candace Owens even said, and I quote, Tim Pool, the only reason you're talking about me is to put my picture in the thumbnail so you can pop a rating.
Yeah, and we're going to use her picture in this thumbnail to pop a rating.
Yeah, we are. Of course I'm going to put her.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going to have all the hits in this one. We're going to have Candace Owens, Tim Pool.
This lady who you do not know what she
honestly, we're not even going to put Jess's face in the thumbnail. Can I tell you? That's what's going to be so crazy about this. Jess is not even, because Jess does not even pop a rating, because when this fight started happening, it was very clear that Tim Pool, who famously takes money from everyone, including the Russians, was clearly being groomed at some level to start fighting with Candace Owens, because Candace Owens was hurting Turning Point USA. She was hurting the entire MAGA brand because of the things that she was saying about the murder of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
She was questioning everything too much. Now, do I think Candace Owens is right about anything? Absolutely the fuck not.
No.
She's not. She's a lunatic. But at the same exact time, she has been kind of a useful idiot in that way to be able to keep things offline. But Tim Pool is also a useful idiot in his own way, because once Tim Pool started attacking her, then suddenly you started seeing all of the other influencers on the right start to come out, because he was the first trial balloon. He'll go out and take the first round of volley shots, and then the rest of them could come and back him up. And this all happened right before the Somali story broke, because all of this kind of went away, and that Nick Shirley Somali Minnesota story, Elon came in and turned that thing up because they needed a new shiny distraction to jingle in front of everybody's face.
Because Charlie Kirk didn't last.
Because nobody gave a shit.
Also,
that's why they Kirkified everything.
So wait, that guy, the one that went to the daycares and didn't understand why a stranger wouldn't be let into a daycare.
Yeah.
I think I was reading, he recently went to like AA or NA meetings looking for drugs.
He was trying to go to NA meetings in Baltimore. He tried to walk into a church basement in Baltimore.
Babes.
That guy is just like Tim Pool and just like all these other ones.
Dumb.
That guy is a combination of SEO chaser, and also, I bet you if we were able to dig far enough back, that there is money pointing him in certain directions. Yeah. You don't travel to Israel to claim that there's no genocide happening for free.
No.
You don't go to Ukraine to pretend the Russians aren't attacking that entire country and committing a genocide there for free. You don't go and do the things he does without the backing of somebody somewhere. Yeah. Okay? Because whether it be Peter Thiel, whether it be Elon Musk, whether it be any of these other fucking key jingling billionaires, there's somebody in the back end there moving those fucking, because that kid doesn't even know what the fuck benevolent means.
So I did skim through this episode of this Tim Pool, and listen, I did it for the good of the pod, and it's because I love our listeners.
Yeah.
And I love this podcast so much that I was willing to do it.
And you were able to do it because they support us by going to pearlmania500.net and joining the Patreon.
Thank you, because I need to be able to afford the SSRIs because I cannot afford the turmeric pills.
No.
But I did the funniest thing I noticed. The interview sucked. They're all terrible. They're all trying to like over talk each other. They're not having a conversation. They're just trying to like make like little blurbs that they can be put on. Like
they're trying to make clips.
Yeah. But the thing I noticed is all during the episode, there kept being ads on the screen for My Pillow guy. And it was like, Tim Pool would be trying to make a point that was important, and then all of a sudden a picture of like the worst towels, pillows, and slippers you've ever seen in the world, and it'd be like promo code Tim for mypillow.com. And I was just like, this is the most sad, pathetic thing I've ever seen, because this dude used to make bank from Russia, and now he has to sell the worst towels we've ever had.
Yep, your grandfather gave us My Pillow brand towels, and they hurt my skin.
We couldn't even use them on the dog when we washed the dog.
The dog literally was like the dog
no.
ran away from the towels.
Yeah.
The dog doesn't even like being wet.
Yeah.
Would rather lay around wet than have these things. They felt waxy.
Yeah.
Also, I screamed at Mike Lindell at the 2024 DNC.
Yeah, you did.
Screamed right in his ear until his
Incredible
camera guy was
video.
like, "You're gonna make him go deaf," and I'm like, "Why?" He was already high on crack. And then Mike Lindell also, just another little pivot here in the Minnesota thing. Mike Lindell has announced that he's going to run for governor of Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Just to tie it all, listen, I don't need a board for that one,
No.
okay? But if you tie it all together, it all starts with Mike Lindell.
Okay, that's a legend. And listen, let's take a break. And when we come back, we're going to close out this episode.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about kind of like what she's doing now, what she's doing today, and then maybe just like your thoughts, your thesis on the whole thing, you know?
All right, Mrs. P, what is she up to today?
Well, right now she's fighting in the Instagram stories, as she does. Because like I said, everything is Instagram stories with this lady.
Yeah.
Because people have been like, hey, you're being really silent about what's going on in Minnesota right now.
Oh, she's being as silent as so many of those podcasting comics that platformed us directly into this moment. She's just pretending and hoping the news will pass. And every day the news gets pretty good.
So then people went back and found some of her other posts that she had shared on Instagram stories, of course. One of them I have here, saying thank you to ICE. Okay.
What the fuck?
The left is doxing, vilifying, and assaulting those who keep America safe. Sign the letter to thank ICE agents on the front lines, standing strong despite these attacks. And then there's a link that says sign here. And then in the very top, hidden where her name is, sponsored.
Yeah, because you know what that is right there?
What?
That is a way to collect people's data.
Yeah.
That's literally a data collection scrape.
Yeah.
Because they want you to go and they want you to sign the letter by typing in your name, putting your email, clicking the notify box, doing a bunch of other different things. So then they can sell your information to a future Republican campaign or to a data broker or to fucking anything. Yeah. That is just a data scrape.
Well, that's the thing is that many people don't know that.
Many people don't, no.
But they're like, did you get sponsored by ICE? Right? Because that's what it looks like. And so now she's on her Instagram stories all day yesterday being like, I'm not talking about this right now. I need time to consider my thoughts, and you're not going to bully me into talking about things I'm not ready to speak on.
Okay. I'm not ready to make nice. Just so you know, just since the last episode, Mrs. P has made me listen to a lot of the chicks.
Oh, yeah.
I read your comments. I read your, this is pre-after party for the last episode. We read your comments.
He watched Goodbye Earl.
I watched Goodbye Earl, and I've been listening to Not Ready to Make Nice as I've been seeing people be like, well, maybe we bring the temperature down. No, I'm not ready to make nice.
Well, can I tell you, when we started recording this episode.
Yeah, about like a couple hours ago, because we've been recording for about 2 hours now.
She posted on Instagram stories, and I want to read them to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The first one says, I wish there was a way to block pronouns from following me. LOL.
Now that's very funny because me itself is a pronoun.
Yeah.
But she means people that have pronouns in their bio type of
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
And then the next story says the meanest people on the internet are she, hers. Put it on a shirt, man.
Put it on a shirt.
The meanest person on the internet, she, her.
Are she, hers. Well, you know what? I think that's a great place to end the episode, Mrs.
Yeah, I
P.
think so, too.
You know what? I want to just close out by saying my name is Alex Pearlman, also known as Pearlmania 500. My pronouns are he, him.
I'm Mrs. Pearlmania 500, she, her.
Too many times.
Remember to smile.